send this to those people that are angry and confused about why Iranians are happy because their leader got killed. Let me just I could easily compare this with an alcoholic father, an abusive father in a household. The alcoholic father might do some charity, being nice to some of the people, helping some of the people outside of the house, but you cannot watch that with how they're just abusing or killing and hurting that family that they have responsibility for. Say like, oh no, 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 this father is a good father, and let's just ignore what they've done to their kids. No, they've been nice to some other people. Well, that would be really unfair, and that's what actually when I talk to Iranians, that would kind of pisses them off, because they feel like they are being ignored because the Iranian regime was serving another purpose somewhere else. Well, I talked to a lot of Iranians and they're really confused and they're saying like, why does other people that they're not from Iran, they support the regime and they blame people and call them names because they're just happy. Reasons that why people support Iranian regime is their support for Palestine and how they're against Israel. So what I try to say is no matter what your view is regarding Palestine and Israel conflict, but from Iranians' perspective is they're just happy how their abuser for such a long time is gone. Which that doesn't mean everything is over yet, because unfortunately that abusive and oppressive system is still up. So it's still tough. So that's one of the reasons that you see people are happy, and this is understandable because they lived through it. So when you see most of the Iranians happy, it's not because they're happy because their country getting bombed and people are dying. It's because they see that hope that by death of the leader, of the supreme leader, there's a hope for change. There is hope that the justice is going to be served for those thousands of people died throughout all these years. So that's why when I see a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, this is dishonorable. How could you be happy? Of course, everyone's going to be sad and unhappy about casualties and how civilians die, how kids die. And this is absolutely sad and horrible when it happens anywhere. Because I see a lot of people telling me, don't you see like these school girls getting killed and dying? Like, are you being happy for that? No, it's not. Of course, that's a horrible and sad thing. But a lot of parents and a lot of people, they migrate out of the country because of their kids. And one of the reason is because a lot of kids from the new generation, they want that freedom, they want that change, and they're asking for it. But also they're seeing that how many kids are being killed and oppressed or just being put in prison just because they have that different opinion. They're just asking for a change. So I was just talking to some people and they were saying, yes, it's horrible that they died, but by these people being gone, by this regime being gone, could prevent less killing in future. Because Iranians experienced a lot of death under the regime for various of reasons, just because their opinion was not aligning with government. And also, like, a lot of people understand that, hey, US and Israel, they're not doing it out of their good heart, they're not doing it because they just want the people to be free. Of course not. They're doing that for their own benefits, and people understand, but they're understanding that their benefit is also benefiting people and could help them to be a better and freer nation.